So for the past 4 years, I've actually been using Apple's iPad Pro with M1 here in the studio for editing, getting work done, and so much more. Now today, Apple has officially launched their brand new 2025 iPad Pro with M5. And I wanted to compare the iPad Pro M1 versus the iPad Pro M5. Keep in mind that users typically don't upgrade iPads every single year. It's taken me at least 4 years to even consider upgrading from the M1 to the M5. I wanted to compare the performance of these two devices to see if it's even worth upgrading this year from iPad Pro M1 versus iPad Pro M5. Now, before we dive in, here's a quick spec comparison of the M4 iPad Pro versus the M5 iPad Pro. So last year's model has the same 11 and 13-inch tandem OLED display with 120 hertz, so they both have the exact same display. Obviously, new chip inside, M4 versus M5. We also have storage capacities here. As you can see, the base models now do feature 12 gigs of RAM, which is one of the key differences here. And we also saw a bump in memory bandwidth here from 120 to 153. Now, this new iPad with M5 also features Apple's C1X modem, which is Apple's in-house modem for better Wi-Fi and cell connectivity performance. And we also have the new N1 for better Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So you see here, the M5 does feature Wi-Fi 7 versus Wi-Fi 6E on last year's model, and Bluetooth 6 versus 5.3 on the M4. Now, you can also charge faster. You can get up to 50% charge in about 35 minutes. That is with a 60-watt adapter. Now, the new M5 iPad Pro does come with the charging cable and the charging brick. However, the charging brick with the iPad is only 20 watts. So that means if you want to take advantage of that faster charging, you do need to upgrade the charger, which is a bit of a bummer that you can't take advantage of that faster charging right out of the box. Now, one thing I never get is the Apple keyboard case. I just simply think it's too expensive. I use ESR. ESR offers a great selection of cases for your iPads, including the ESR Shift Magnetic case. This case can do it all, with 5 ways to transform what you can do on your iPad, from browsing to writing, playing games, and much more. It also offers an ultra-stable stand with strong magnets and a detachable back for full hands-free access to play games, read, or even take notes. ESR also offers the Ultra Fit Armored Screen Protector with a dust-free and bubble-free easy application. This screen protector offers 7 times impact absorption, giving you peace of mind and a perfect application every single time. And then there's the ESR Geo Digital Pencil. With built-in Find My capabilities, you can easily locate your digital pencil with the Find My application on your iPhone if you ever lose it, featuring palm rejection, tilt sensitivity, and fine tip detail for writing and drawing. You can fully charge in 20 minutes with the included USB-C cable for up to 12 hours of continuous use. So make sure to check out ESR accessories for your new iPads at an affordable price. All the links will be available in the description down below. Thank you to ESR for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so now let's put these iPads to the test. On the left, we have the M1 iPad, and on the right, we have the brand new M5 iPad. So we're going to do Wi-Fi test, CPU test, and a GPU graphics test. So let's start with Wi-Fi. Let's jump into the Wi-Fi test here, and let's do M5 first. Let's see what those numbers look like. Keep in mind the new iPad 2025 does feature the new Apple C1X modem, and we also have the N1, which theoretically should help with network performance. And as you can see right there, the download speeds for the M5 iPad surpassing 400 megabits, as you can see right there. So 441 for downloads, and uploads, it looks like nearly 300. So it's going to be 296. Let's do the same test, obviously, on the M1 iPad. Same Wi-Fi network, obviously, here in the studio. And let's see what those numbers look like. The older iPad, the M1, does not have the 2 additional chips, which is the N1 and the C1X. These are going to be new to the M5. So it looks like on the download side of things, it looks like we're approaching 300. So a little over 300. So 303 on the download. And when it comes to upload, we're approaching about 280, so 283. So right there, you see that the M5 iPad is surpassing in terms of Wi-Fi download speeds, and we have the uploads, which is close to identical here on this test for both of these devices. So now we're going to go ahead and run a benchmark. So we have Geekbench 6 here. We have the iPad with M1 here on the left and the iPad with M5 on the right, as you can see right there. And we're going to go ahead and run a CPU test first. So let's run a CPU test here on both of these iPads. Once they're done, I'll be right back. All right, so the test is now concluded. As you can see right here, both iPads are done. Now the single core score is 2,356 on the M1. That is single core score. Now look at the single core score on the M5, 4,112, nearly double the performance here. Now take a look at the multi-core score, which is even more impressive. We have 8,616 on the M1 iPad, and we have 15,315 on the M5 iPad Pro. This is crazy. This is like pro computer performance on a tablet that's very, very thin. Now you see here both running iOS 26, M1 versus M5. All right, so now let's do the GPU test. This is going to be the graphics test, which obviously will help with things like AI and things of that nature. So again, M5 here on the right, M1 on the left. Let's wait for the results. All right, so the test is now concluded. So take a look at these numbers for yourself. The GPU you see here on the M1 is 33,863. Now take a look at the M5, 74,703. This is a major graphics boost from M1 to M5. So if you're like me and you usually wait about 3-4 years to upgrade your iPad, I would say this year is really one of those years where you may want to consider upgrading, especially if you're a content creator and you use your iPad as a computer for the most part. Then this is going to be the iPad Pro to upgrade to. The M5 is just blazing fast with the new chips inside. I think this is a solid upgrade. Now I'm going to finally upgrade from the M1 to the M5. This is going to be my daily iPad moving forward. Again, for content creators, you can't go wrong with the M5 iPad. And there you guys have it. I hope you guys found this information helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.